I was here. Hey, I got a story for you. I was living outside of Atlanta, and it was TV taping at Center Stage. And I was going to come down, say hi, and see the boys. My tricep was still healing up.
Right.
And they called me and said, hey, don't worry about it. Don't show up. And, of course, that's not a good thing. I was soon to be fired.
Right.
But anyway, that's the day, that's the night at the TV taping that Vader was walking along like a bully. And finally, he shouldered the shit out of Orndorff, who was an agent at the time, had his piece of paper going around helping guys out.
In his flip-flops.
And his flip-flops. And he ran into the wrong guy. They got into a scuffle, and at first he got the best of Orndorff, and then they jumped back into it, and Orndorff hit him with the swinging door left, dropped him, and put the boots to him. But in this case, the flip-flops.
Yeah.
I got the call from Brian Pillman. Brian called me back. Kid, you ain't going to believe it. Paul Orndorff damn near killed Vader. If he'd been wearing a pair of high-techs, he would have. He kicked his ass with flip-flops. Paul was a salty son of a bitch. You heard about the fight.
Lying.
You heard about the fight when him and Tony Atlas were driving down the road back in the day, right?
Actually, I didn't hear that one, and I've heard just about all of them.
Oh, man, it was Orndorff, Atlas, because I used to travel with Tony Atlas. But anyway, I guess there were three guys in the car. There was a disagreement, and Orndorff and Atlas pulled over on the side of the road and was going to fight it out. And they got into it, and Paul bit part of Tony Atlas's ear off. And Tony missed a couple of shots for it. And I think Watts fined him for missing the shots because Paul had bitten his ear off. And that's just the way it was back in the day.
Wow. I didn't know Paul had some Samoan in him.
Oh, dude. You know, Paul, he grew up in Brandon, Florida. They call him the Brandon Bull, baby. You didn't mess with Paul Orndorff.
Parts to this day.
Dude, he was a badass dude. Hey, speaking of
University of Tampa, him, Matusak, that college football team will whip an NFL team's ass back in those days.